In today's video, I am going to teach you how to create a summary sheet. A summary sheet is a document that contains all the information you and the client needs in order to ensure that the performance aspects of the event run smoothly. This is a document you're always going to refer back to when meeting with your client, and you're going to share this document with your team in order to make sure everybody knows their roles and everyone understands what the client is looking for. Let's begin. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see exactly what I do to create this document. I create this document in Word. So let's begin. At the top of the document, you want to have a header. This header will contain your company's name, and then underneath that, you will have the day, month, year, location, the company that you are working with, and the location of the event. I like to have this in the header so that every page, the person that you're working with knows the performance that you're working on. I'm looking at my laptop, so you'll see my eyes be at my laptop if you don't see me looking at you. In order to do that, I'll go to Insert, Header. I will click on the design that I want. I'll click this one. And where it says author's name, I actually put the company's name and I enlarge that insert. You can enlarge it to whichever size you would like. I'm going to enlarge it to 36, make it bold. I want my document to be in Times, and I want this lettering to be black. Underneath it is where I will put the date, starting with day, month, year. Then I'll put a line to separate the two, and next I'll put company that I'm playing for, their name. Then I will put location of the event. I do this so that every single page we know what page refers to which event, just in case for some reason you print something out and pages get mixed up, you do not have to worry which event is for which. After that, we're going to change this also to black, and we're going to move on to our next segment, which is venue specification. I like to create sections within the document, and this is how I do so. So first section will be venue specification. Let's type that in. In the venue specification area, I'm going to put a box to separate it from the other sections of the document. I do that by clicking on Insert, going to Shape, and drawing a shape over where it says venue specification. Then I want to change the inner filling to whichever color your brand colors are. I'm going to do light blue, and you want to send this behind the text. I make this letter in bold. Let me make this document a little bigger. Then I move on to writing in the information for this section. We're going to make this bold and start with name of venue. We're going to put the address, which is the location of the venue. Within the location of the venue, you want to put the room or area the performance is held. Next, you want to put the green room / holding room area, followed by type of event. Are you playing for a reception? Are you playing for a cocktail hour? You're going to include that there. Will the performance be indoors or outdoors? Make this bold. You want to include the musician's performance placement. Here you want to include where the musicians will be playing in the performance area. For instance, are they playing in the right corner of the room? Are they playing in the center of the room? Are they playing on the stage, which is located in the middle of the back wall? Here you're going to indicate that. Then you're going to indicate if the musicians will be sitting or standing. You want to include the arrival contact. What is their name? What is their number? All that can be implemented here. Who will be giving the musicians their cues? And the musician's attire. I like the team that I work with to come in all black, and I would like them to come in all black, elegant business attire. Next section will be points of contact information. Make it bold, then write point of contact. Instead of recreating the box that I just did, I'm just gonna hit copy and then paste. This is where you'll have their information. Double space, you're gonna put your company or the artist company, you are the artist, contact information. So who will be running that event? Who's the point of contact if you have any kind of questions? That person within your company that is going to be at that event, you're going to input their information, name and phone number. Next, you're gonna include the event coordinators, name and phone number. We're moving on to the next section. Again, we're going to put the section's title, which is performance agreement information. Then you're going to use the box that you copied previously and insert it here. Make everything easy. Here, you're going to include different boxes so that it's all laid out right in front of you. For me, I need 5 and I'll need 2 rows. So we'll go to insert, create 5 boxes and 2 rows of that. Then there you go. And insert the title of each row. So the first one will be type of event. Next will be formation. Following that will be the duration of the performance. Next will be location. Following that will be any specific notes. Actually, we're gonna move over here and instead of saying type of event, we'll say type of performance. Then you want to include the number of guests. It's nice to know the number of guests because you'll know what type of sound that you need. If you have an intimate performance, then you know you might not need amplification, but if you have a performance that's gonna have 600 people, you know that you're going to need amplification. Next section will be the musician's packing list. This you are going to include what the musicians need to bring. Do they need to bring an iPad, a foot pedal, a music stand, their outfit, or will you be providing their outfits? Same thing with the box, copy, paste, make everything easy, move down. Here's an example, what they might need to bring: iPad, pedal, instrument pickup, dress, etc. Following that, you want to include the set list. What is the music that the musicians will be playing? Again, you're going to use the copied box that you did from before. This makes sure all the shapes of the boxes are the same and the same color. Following that, you're going to do the show day timeline. Same thing with the box. Run of show. I've included an example below. For instance, musicians arrive at 4:15 p.m., 5:15 p.m. sound check, 5:45 p.m. break, 6 p.m. performance. Now this was an example. Often my run of shows are a little bit more explicit than that. I like to put the duration of the performance. I like to put the duration of the break, how many breaks there are, etc. Next section will be if you have a personal assistant. I often have somebody with me because I'll need help carrying equipment in case of amplification. I need help carrying the stand, my performance dress. Also, it's nice to have a personal assistant with me so that they can take videos of the performance and I could utilize those videos to put on my social media so that my future clients can see what it is like to see what a live performance is like with me. So we'll make our personal assistant section. With our personal assistant checklist section, we're gonna then do the box like we've been doing for all the sections. And I also include what their attire is. I have a call time for that person. I have a packing list for that person. And I'll also include specific shots that I have in mind for that event. That way the person I'm working with knows exactly what I'm envisioning because there isn't that much time at the event to take photos over and videos over and over again. So I have specific shots implemented into this document, performance shot angles that I want for them to capture, and they have a visualized image of what I'm looking for so that they can capture that same thing for me at the event. And that is included in the photography section. And that is it for the summary sheet. I really like utilizing the sheet because it not only helps keep everything organized, but I have also shared it with a different company and they also found this document to be extremely helpful for them as well. I hope you found this video helpful. My name is Dr. Nicole Wright. I'm a performer and music educator located here in New York City. Bye friends.